And tomorrow we are testing, okay? So tomorrow we're testing. And I want to teach you the proper way to test. And that is, you always do the easy ones first, okay? So we're always going to do the easy questions first. So today, I'm going to skip through and I'm going to do nothing but the easy questions. That's all I'm going to do. And I want you to see how we do all these easy questions. As long as you're quiet, you sure can. Yeah. When I look at question one is easy. What makes question one easy? Well, question one is easy because it has all X's. So anyways, we're going to type this in to the Desmos calculator. So tomorrow there will be a link to this Desmos calculator. And you're going to want to make sure before you even start your test, you want to click on that Desmos calculator right there. Okay? And that way you'll have it when the test starts. Okay? All right, so in the calculator, we're going to type this in. So we're going to type in 4 parentheses x plus 3. Somebody in it? Okay. So x plus 3. And what I would do is I know right now y'all can't see this, but you would want to write down the problem before you type this into the calculator. So 3x plus 7. Okay. All right. Now, y'all see this right here? I was zoomed out. Matter of fact, I'm going to copy and paste this real quick. So anytime you've zoomed out, the best thing to do is to reset this. So I'm going to reload this, and I'm going to put the question back in. So there we go. All right, there we go. That's it better. So when you type this in to the Desmos calculator, this equation, then wherever it crosses the x-axis, that's your answer. So you can see right here, if you put your mouse over the -5 right there, that's going to be your answer. So we're going to go back, and question number 1, the answer is -5. So if you haven't had a chance to use Desmos, I highly recommend that you practice. So after you get done with this, type in Desmos, D-E-S-M-O-S, okay, D-E-S-M-O-S, and it should bring up calculator. You want the graphing calculator. And anytime that we have an equation, okay, that has all the same letters, all these have X's, all we do is go type this into Desmos. So tomorrow when you're testing, you're going to type this in, what I would do is write this on your paper and then switch over and type this into Desmos, okay? So remember a fraction bar. Tomorrow, I can't tell you this, okay? But a fraction bar is nothing but division, okay? So when you hit that divide symbol, the video to help you was, didn't really talk about Desmos. The video to help you just kind of showed you what the program will look like tomorrow. And so, unfortunately, I don't really have a video on Desmos. So, I mean, well, I'll take it back. If you go back and watch the other videos I've made where we've used Desmos, so like the last 2 videos, I think we've been using Desmos. And so if you go watch those videos, then you can see how we practice Desmos. All right, so the division is going to be how you do the fraction, okay? So anytime that you need a fraction, you just hit that divide and it'll pop up that division right there. And then 4 over parentheses. And right now I'm using my keyboard, and on most things, the keyboard is pretty effective. There are a few things that the keyboard is hard to use. And so I would use this keyboard down here, but I'm actually using my keyboard on my computer here. So minus parentheses 7x plus 3, and then equals minus 7x. All right, so that was our equation. And sure enough, a line popped up. So wherever that line pops up, that's our answer. So the answer there is going to be 1, because that's where it's crossing the x-axis. So that's how you're going to solve equations, is you're going to type it into the Desmos, exactly how it looks, and wherever it crosses the x-axis, that's your answer. So you should not miss any questions tomorrow where there's an equation, okay? So the answer here would be just 1. All right. So we consider these to be easy. So because it's got all x's. Okay, Nisha. So these have all x's right here. So we're just going to go type this into our Desmos. So I'm going to go type this in. And we've got 5x is equal to 1 divided by 2. Get out of your fraction. Parentheses. 10x plus 5. All right. So right now I'm not seeing anything. So I'm going to hit enter and then I start zooming out. So zoom out and we're looking for a line. Don't see a line. Don't see a line. You keep zooming out until you get to 1,000. If you get to 1,000 and you still don't see a line, then there is no solution here. And we had a lot of these today. And so right here, we typed that in, nothing showed up. So the answer is no solution. And you will see those tomorrow as well. Okay, you can type this into the Desmos, but we don't type this symbol in right here, okay? It has all x's, but we're going to switch this to an equal sign. So we don't type this in. So I'm going to go to Desmos and we are going to type in 3 parentheses x minus 2 close parentheses. Oh, no, I didn't hit 2. 2 parentheses plus 2 plus 2x. I don't know what's going on with my 2 today. Plus 2 plus 2x. All right, so here we cannot put the less than symbol, so we put an equal sign, and then 5x minus 7. Okay, so we hit enter. We don't see a line. I'm already at 1,000. I forgot to reset this. I'm already at 1,000, and I don't see a line. And you should see something at this point. And so I'm going to zoom back in just to be careful, but as I zoom back in, I'm not seeing any lines. So this is another no solution. Okay, so like I said, we had a lot of these today. And the reason is we just want to get you guys used to the fact that no solution is an answer. Okay? All right. So, okay, so question 5, we consider to be easy. Now, I know this is a word problem, and I hate word problems with passion, but I always look to see if there's something that makes it easy. And if you see varies directly or directly proportional, then this is something that should be easy. We set up a proportion, which is two fractions equal to each other. And so the rule is the first 2 numbers you see. So I see 110 and I see 5. The first 2 numbers I see go in the very first fraction. And then it's important to label them. So we're going to label the 110 with M and the 5 with B. So what this means is if I have an M, it goes on top. If I have a B, it goes on the bottom. And the third one is a B, so it goes on bottom. So you've got to label this to understand where it goes. And then X goes on top. So then we do our butterfly method. And with the butterfly method, we always multiply the two numbers that are together. So the two numbers you circle, we multiply, and then we divide by the number that's left. So I'm going to just go to my regular calculator, Desmos, and I'm going to type in 110. So 110 times button 8, and then hit enter, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. So I multiply. Oh, what did that do? I'm going to take 880 and divide that by 2. That's not a 2, is it? That's a 5. Oops. Sorry. That won't let me do it. Okay, so 880 divided by 5. And we get 176. So I couldn't read that right there. I thought it was a 2, but my circle took away my 5. That was a 5 right there. All right, so the answer is going to be 176. So 176 is equal to x. So we do need these to be easy tomorrow. Okay, so anytime you see those word varies directly, then we're setting up two proportions. We cross multiply and divide by the one that's with the x. Okay, so this right here, we don't consider easy. It's got 2 letters. Okay, so if you're good at getting y by itself, then this is something that you can do tomorrow. Okay, today I'm really going to be focusing on these easy ones. And so, like I said, if you're good at subtracting by 2x and then dividing by 7, -7 actually, then yes, that's something I want you to do tomorrow. But tomorrow, if you look at this and you're like, okay, it's got 2 letters, we can't put it in the calculator, and you're not sure what to do, then this is what you'll guess C on, okay? And so if you don't know tomorrow, you're guessing C, all right? And the testing system tomorrow doesn't have A, B, C, D, so C is just going to be the 3rd option. So you'll just always guess that 3rd option. Okay, when we get done today, if somebody wants me to go back, if you think you can work this and you want me to go ahead and work it out for you, I will. But our rule is to do the easy ones first, and that's not easy, so I am skipping that for right now. For those of y'all that came in late, I will go back and do 1 through 4. So, all right, so we do consider 7 to be easy because it's all got the same letter. So if it's all got the same letter, then we can go type this into Desmos. So like I said, tomorrow, write that down on paper and then come over and type it into Desmos. All right, so I'm going to clear this out. All right, and then we're typing this into Desmos. So we've got 8x plus parentheses, nope, sorry, 4, then parentheses, 4x minus 3 is equal to 4 parentheses 6x plus 4. So I know this is long, and you do got to make sure that you don't mistype anything, but as long as you type that exactly how it looks, then we should be able to hit enter and go find this answer. So I don't see it. So we're going to zoom out. Okay, I'm not seeing any lines. All right, so when we don't see any lines, this is no solution. And if y'all had the Inspire calculator, the Inspire calculator just tells you that it's no solution. And I know we've had a lot of no solutions today. We just want you to see that it is okay to get no solution as an answer. So anytime we type it in and there's no lines, okay, then the answer is going to be no solution. All right. What about 8? Varies directly right there. So if we see varies directly, then this should be an easy one. So we're going to take the first two numbers we see. So we see 2,500 and we see 2. And then we got to label it. So 2,500 was gallons, so we'll put G. And excuse me, 2 was hours, so we'll put H. And the whole point of this is now when you find this third number is gallons, so gallons would go on top. So you got to label it to know where to put that third one, and gallons are all going on top. So then we got X, and we're doing our butterfly. So you will multiply the two numbers and divide by the one that's circled with X. Okay, so I'm going to go do this in our calculator. So we're going to go 2 times 3,000. Enter. So 6,000 divided by, and then 2,500 is with X. So that comes out as, oh, I made a mistake right there. I got 2.4. Notice I put 3,000. That's not 3,000. I'm sure y'all saw that as I was doing that. It was 30,000. And so 2 times 30,000. Can I just say that I was making that mistake on purpose so that y'all see sometimes we make mistakes? All right, so then we're going to take 60,000 and divide that by 2,500. All right, and we get 24. So the answer to this should be 24 if you type it in correctly. All right, so let me go back here. So the answer should be 24 is equal to X. All right, so we definitely need, like I said, this to be easy. There should be 2 of these tomorrow. And so anytime we see varies directly, then the first 2 numbers go in the first fraction, label it, get that third number, and then you'll do your butterfly. All right, so there's 2 more easy ones for today. So I'm going to clear this. If I need to keep it up, make sure you put it in the chat or something. I'm going to go ahead and clear it. All right. So when we look at this, 10 is not easy. So if you can do 10, that's awesome, but it's not easy. So that's one I definitely would guess C on. Once again, when I get done today, if you would like for me to work it out, for those of you that think you can do it, I will definitely do that. This one, though, has all X's. And we can't put this in the Desmos, but we can put an equal sign. So that's what we're going to do. So we go put this in the Desmos. So I'm going to X out of all this stuff right here. Just clear it out. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? You can just hit reload. That's the best way to, because that'll reset your graph too. All right. So we're going to go type this in. So I'm typing in 3 parentheses 8 minus 4x, close parentheses. And then you cannot put the less than symbol, you got to put equal. And then 2 parentheses minus 6x plus 12, close parentheses. All right, so we hit enter, and we're still not seeing anything. So I told you guys we put a lot of no solution on this today. We just want to make sure that you're comfortable with no solution. So once you get out to 1,000 and no line appears, this is no solution. So you're definitely not going to see this many no solutions tomorrow, but you will see some. And so we want to make sure that you're comfortable seeing no solution. So this one is, like I said, hard. This one is one we've done a lot, but it's still kind of difficult. There's a lot of us that struggle with this. And then this one is going to be easy. Now, they're using R's, and we're not allowed to use R we have to use X. So we're going to type this in, and then this will be our last one. And then those of you that came in late, I will rework 1 through 4. So, forgot what I was doing, sorry. All right. So we got 4.5 X minus 2. Sorry, somebody's trying to enter. Here we go. All right, so 4.5x minus 2 equals 1.2x plus 4.27. All right, okay, so we do see a line right here. And so we're going to come down here and just hover over that dot where the x-axis is, and you can see it says 1.9. Okay, so you have to see a line for there to be an answer, and right there's our line. So we're going to come over here, and all right, so on this real quick, today they've got these boxes here. So on your test tomorrow, when you're filling in an answer that has these boxes, this right here tells you that you can only put a positive or a negative in that box. Okay. Now my answer was 1.9. Okay. So the answer was 1.9. So this is what you're going to write down, but I'm going to show you how you do it. So you'll start on the second box. If you put a 1 right here, it's going to count it wrong. So 1, and then this box gets the decimal and that box gets the 9. So that would be 1.9. Now, you don't have to put positive. This was positive, but if you want to, you can put the plus sign right there. Okay, it's totally up to you. Don't have to. If it's negative, you absolutely must put the negative right there. What you can't put in this first box is a number. So don't ever put a number in that first box. It has to start with the second box. Okay. All right, so for those of you who were with me from the beginning, we are now done. Okay. Everything else tomorrow, if you don't know how to do it, you'll guess C or the third option. Okay. I do not want you stressing on anything tomorrow that is hard.